Hello, my name's Josh Brady, and surprise, I'm gay. I guess I first knew, it sounds cliche, but I've probably always known, and I've applied it to my everyday life. I think it's the best thing about me. I think when it comes down to it, it's probably the only thing about myself that I really like. I like being different. But as always, things are not as easy as you'd like them to be. When I was growing up, my dad's side of the family was very conservative Christian, and it was not okay with them. So I didn't tell them, and I kept it a secret. And at school, those darn kids, they had a way of knowing. I don't know how, but they chose to make my life hell. And I got fag written in all my books. I got shoved into lockers, really all the stereotypical stuff. And things sort of came to a head when I was about 12 years old. I tried to kill myself. And as you can see, I was not successful. Afterwards, I called up one of my friends. His name was Adam. He was 13 at the time. And I told him what happened. And I didn't know Adam very well. I didn't know he was gay. And I explained to him what happened, and he said to me, "Josh, you have no idea what you do to me. You are the reason that I keep going. You give me hope. Thank you." The irony is that a few months later, as we got to know each other better, Adam took his own life. And I remember just feeling lost. The person who I trusted the most, who gave me this hope to keep going, wasn't strong enough himself to keep going. And so I wrote this poem as a little remembrance to him. It's called At 13/Tired, and I'd like to read it for you now. At 13, he's holding a blade against his vein, struggling to remain sane. To find an escape to the pain he is forced to sustain by being forbidden to exist as is. At 13, he tries, but can no longer hold the pain inside, nor can he cry, because his soul has grown so cold his tears are frozen. At 13, he's no longer able to pierce the holes in his head. He's only a kid, but he's dead on the inside, being criticized by his peers who shout faggot as loud as their hollow hearts would allow, or let it slip from their tongue as if nothing is wrong. At 13, his right hand shakes as his fragile skin begins to break, while he tries to understand why his dad said he'd rather him die than be caught with a guy. At 13, he hates his own image because his parents can't look him in the eye. He kissed a boy and set his soul free, but now his soul wanders aimlessly in a world that means it harm. At 13, that boy he kissed no longer acknowledges that he exists because he's found someone better. He tries to move on, but is glued to the spot with memories that always were and never will be. At 13, every word he hears means nothing. Every I love you, every I'm so proud are empty phrases tossed around without an idea of their meaning, and every truthful word is not to be believed because the true disguise lies beneath the mask. At 13, he can no longer see a reason to keep breathing, and spends every moment of every evening dreaming, pleading, screaming for freedom. At 13, he closes his eyes and hopes to die while cursing his own breath. His right hand strikes his left as the blade opens his flesh, and he begs God for forgiveness for not having the strength to live his life to the finish. But before he can even end his sentence, the blade falls, and he dies at 13. So I'm going to fight for what's right until the night that it changes. Some of us are tired of fighting, but I'm fighting because I'm tired. I'm tired of my existence being underrated, tired of my freedoms being post-dated, tired of living as the most hated. The next generation is coming, and I won't be waiting much longer. The youth is growing stronger, and our patience is worn thin. But the world will soon realize that we were not born in sin. Nor will we pretend for families, churches, or friends, because this fear will end because we are tired. Tired. Tired of boys hanging from poles in basements adjacent to their ripped Bibles. Tired of finding girls lying with bottles once filled with pills they swallow to escape the emotional rape where they once felt safe. Church. We are tired. Tired of fighting for the right to fight for our own skin. They will soon realize our faces are as human as theirs, regardless of who we give our hearts to. Mother Earth is tired of giving birth to flowers meant for funerals. Kids are tired of pretending and forgetting who they really are, just because a simple smile can fool 1,000 people before a single soul bothers to ask where it came from. Even I am tired. Tired of seeing my peers get their happily ever afters while I'm still stuck in the prologue. Tired of seeing my kind disappear because a written word can control weak minds. I'm tired of not feeling complete unless I'm battered and bruised. And I am so tired of living in a world where being proud of who you are means you're nothing. So I will fight for what's right until the night that it changes. Because nobody should have to live in fear or regret who they are and end their lives at 13.